My name is Joe Bonomo, President of the Reading Historical Society. I've had the honor of being in that position since January of this year. And the purpose of my presence here today is to present the Certificate of Congratulations from the Reading Historical Society, and reads as follows. Reading Historical Society Certificate of Congratulations is hereby granted to the Reading Grange on the occasion of its 75th anniversary of community service and preservation of rural traditions. Granted, approved, and witnessed by the President and the Executive Board of the Reading Historical Society, awarded this date on June 29th, 2014, by the hand and seal of the President and the Board of the Reading Historical Society. Congratulations.
I'm honored to be here with you today in celebration of the 75th anniversary of the reorganization of this Grange. I have a proclamation I would like to read from the town of Reading. It says, whereas June 26, 2014 marks the 75th anniversary of the reorganization of Reading Grange number 15, and whereas Reading Grange number 15 is a part of the Fairfield County Pomona Grange number 9, which also includes Harmony Grange 92 in Monroe, Greenfield Hill Grange 133 in Fairfield, Norfield Grange 146 in Weston, and Cannon Grange 152 in Wilton. And whereas for over 125 years, Grange members have been meeting the needs of their communities across Connecticut, and Reading Grange number 15 is an important part of Reading's agricultural history. And whereas today's Grange works to improve conditions for rural, suburban, and urban Americans, now therefore I, Julia Pemberton, First Selectman of the town of Reading, Connecticut, do commend the Reading Grange and its membership for 75 years of service to the community, in recognition of which I set my hand and caused the seal of the town of Reading, Connecticut to be affixed this 29th day of June 2014. And I also have a proclamation in honor of Mr. Berquist's service to this Grange and to the community in so many ways. Whereas Philip E. Berquist has been a member and treasurer of the Reading Grange for 75 years, and whereas Philip E. Berquist was born to Gustav Victor and Vina Francis Berquist on August 23, 1924, and was a Reading resident attending Hill School, and whereas he has served his community admirably as a volunteer, most notably as treasurer of the Fairfield County Pomona Grange from 1977 to present, treasurer of the Connecticut State Grange from 1996 to present, president and treasurer of the Hull Cemetery Association in Reading. Let me know if I don't get it right. Volunteer with the Ridgefield Housing Authority for over 30 years. Member and former president and treasurer of the Kiwanis Club of Danbury. Now therefore I, Julia Pemberton, First Selectman of the town of Reading, Connecticut, do hereby commend Philip E. Berquist's commitment to his community and to the service of others, in recognition of which I set my hand and caused the seal of the town of Reading, Connecticut, to be affixed this 29th day of June, 2014.
All the Reading members, please stand up.
Reading members. Congratulations. Thank you very much for the honor of being here today.
This is a little bit about the early history of Reading Grange. Its early history was a rocky start for Reading Grange. It was one of the original 20 Granges that formed the Connecticut State Grange. And it was organized under State Master Harvey Goodard on April 6, 1875, with 30 charter members. On the back table over here, you'll see the picture frames. And those are the original applications of the 3 times Reading Grange applied for a charter from the National Grange. The first one was with 30 members. It was disbanded shortly thereafter in 1877. Shortly by the Connecticut State Grange, which disbanded in 1880. And so the Reading Grange again was reorganized under State Master O.S. Wood as Grange number 163. And this time it had 32 charter members. But then it disbanded again in 1923, which means it lasted a little bit longer than the original Grange. And finally, the Reading Grange was reorganized in June 26, 1939 as Reading Grange number 15, got its original number back, with 53 charter members. It still exists today. And on a more up-to-date note, 2 of the original charter members are still on the rolls of Reading Grange. And you all know about Philip Berquist, who is the most active one, who is still an active member. And he's also the treasurer of the Connecticut State Grange. He's a treasurer of the Connecticut State Grange Foundation. He's a treasurer of the Association of Connecticut Fairs. And he's probably the treasurer of a lot more organizations, too. Some more of our standing members is, one of our members, Robert Duff, is a state senator in the Connecticut General Assembly. And one of our members, Robert Senowitz, yours truly, who served as president of the Connecticut State Grange from 2006 to 2010. Reading Grange is still active in our community. In some of our community programs, one of our major ones was the Words for Thirds, and we gave dictionaries to all the third graders in the elementary schools in Reading. And recently we were at Reading Garden Club. We had a membership booth there. We talked to many people there and familiarized ourselves with the Historical Society, which is how we got so many people from the Historical Society here today. And so that's a brief history of Reading. We're still
As they said, I'm Jody Cameron, and I've never lived in Reading, so I just thought I'd get that out there because everybody else says how long they lived here. So, Worthy Master, I have a couple of presentations for you. We'll start there. The first is a certificate of recognition. Resignation. We're done. Presented to Reading Grange number 15 upon their milestone occasion of their 75th anniversary. On behalf of the Connecticut State Grange, we congratulate you and your members on this special year of celebration with best wishes for continued and future success. Congratulations. Thank you. And then we have, Worthy Master, a letter from our National Master, Ed Luttrell. On behalf of the officers and members of the National Grange, it is my pleasure to congratulate you on your 75th anniversary of your founding. The service to your members, the community, state, and nation is an achievement worthy of celebration. Reading Grange has now joined a very special group of Granges. In our Declaration of Purposes, we first state that the Grange shall strive to develop a better and higher manhood and womanhood among ourselves. I am certain that as you reflect on the history of your Grange, you will note those members who have grown into useful and productive citizens as a result of the opportunities provided by your Grange. A major objective in our Grange is service to the local community. I'm certain that as you look back over your last 75 years, you will be able to point to service, educational, legislative projects, and programs that have benefited your community. Anniversary also gives us a chance to rededicate ourselves and our organization to fulfilling the objectives of today and tomorrow. As you celebrate your proud history, note the great achievements, and then think about what might be accomplished for your members today as well as for your community. It is because of Granges like Reading Grange number 15 that our order has survived well into its second century of service to our nation and will continue to prosper in communities like yours. Again, we offer our sincere congratulations on this day of celebration. Fraternally yours, Edward L. Luttrell, Master of the National Grange. I'd like to have Marianne Nelson. Nielsen, sorry, I was looking at it, just wasn't reading it. So, Marianne, I have the great pleasure to present you with your 25-year membership certificate. the National Grange Order of the Patrons of Husbandry in recognition of 25 years continuous membership in the Grange. This certificate is issued to Mary Ann Nielsen, whose name is enrolled in the permanent records of the state of Connecticut, the Connecticut State Grange, as one of its Silver Star builders of the Order of the Patrons of Husbandry, issued by the authority of the National Grange in Washington, D.C., this 10th day of June, 2014. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So, 25 years. I can't believe it's been that long since I joined the Grange. So, thank you.
You don't need to say number 22. Are both of these ladies here? Neither of these two ladies here? Well, we also had for Margaret White and Bonnie Lou Binning their 50-year certificates, but they're not here, I understand. Mr. Berquist, would you join me? So as I'm hearing everybody talk about the history of Reading and the history of the Grange and how the Grange started and folded twice, this group has something that they didn't have. They got you. And as long as I've known you, I'm frankly shocked.
Shock easy.
I do. Phil, though, in all seriousness, so first of all, I've never met a charter member that's still alive. Let's start there. I'm guessing you were what, 3, 4 at the time?
I was 14 when I joined the Grange.
So okay, you can lie, it's okay. So, but Phil, it is indeed a great honor and pleasure to present you with your 75th year certificate. And this says, the Order of Patrons of Husbandry, the certificate of 75 years of steadfast, faithful, and devoted membership is awarded to Philip Berquist in fraternal recognition of the contribution to the development and accomplishments of the Grange as a society of service. And it's signed by Edward L. Luttrell, Master, Judy H. Sherrod, Secretary, June 13, 2014, and it's only numbered 3,437. So in our almost 150 years of existence, there haven't been too many people who have made this milestone that you have. Congratulations. And on behalf of your fellow brothers and sisters of Reading, they want to present you with a Grange paperweight.
Won't hold down all the papers I've got.
No, and won't hold down any vouched checks either.
I'd like to go back a little bit in time. In 1942, I graduated from the Danbury High School in Danbury, Connecticut, after traveling from Reading to Danbury for 4 years. And after joining all the school system in Reading up until that time. But in September of 1942, I went up to Bay Path College in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I learned how to typewrite. In April 1943, I was drafted into the United States Army. I was sent down to Camp Landing in Florida. On September 13th, 1943, they put us on a ship, Newport News, down to Virginia. 5 weeks later, on October 8th, 1943, we landed on the coast of North Africa. Can you imagine taking a boat, take 5 weeks to get across the ocean? And they went like this way and that way. And
Have you driven 84 Lee?
well, anyway, I was sleeping in a pup tent with another soldier on the slopes of North Africa when I got a call, and they put me on an airplane, and they shipped me over to Italy. I went over there as an infantry replacement, remember. I ended up in 5th Army headquarters under General Mark Clark, and the battle casualty section where I processed all cards of wounded and killed in action soldiers. About a week after I got there, the name of the soldier that was sleeping and sat beside me on the slopes of North Africa came through. He was killed in action. So I went through the 2 years of Army food and all that stuff in Italy. The first winter we spent in Florence, Italy, in an old tobacco factory. Next summer, after they had troops had marched into Rome, we were moved up to Lake Garda, in the northern section of Italy, and for the summer we had a big villa on the lake. And at the end of the war, it was in October, I believe, or late September, I went up to Switzerland for a week and had a 7-day furlough. And after that, they sent me home as a good soldier with a good contact medal and all that. But I call myself a veteran, but really, all these guys that went over there and had to do the fighting at the front, they're the veterans. They're the real veterans. People like me that were in headquarters, I didn't really deserve so much praise. There were 2 words that I think are what saved my life. One was the name Berquist, which is letter B in the alphabet, and the other is typewriter. When they picked me out of the top tent to go to North Africa, to go to Italy, that was because my letter B, the people in the office that worked there with me in the Army, nobody had a name that went beyond E in the alphabet. They always start beginning of the alphabet, pick what they want, and they don't ever get up to the Z, so I don't know why we were the lucky ones. So I say the 2 words, Berquist and typewriter, are my life savings. And about my mother and father, my father was treasurer from 1942 to 1945. He was the first treasurer of the Grange. My mother was on the executive committee the first year, then she became master in 1946, and then she was lecturer from 1950 to 1958. And my other 2 brothers, my brother Richard was steward in 1945. My younger brother who's passed away, Leonard, he was assistant steward in 1948. So I think our family has had a good history here. Thank you.